Kamala Harris, why is she in my DM? Huh? She stay in my DM. Oh, y'all be thinking I'm playing. I'm not playing. Kamala Harris.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? I don't know if I shared this in the group. Hold on. Let me make sure I shared this. What's up, everybody coming in? Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. All that good stuff. We're going to get a little serious, but some of y'all might not like what I have to say in this show, but I'm just gonna be completely honest. You know, I gotta be me. I can't fake it. What's up, Winnie? What's up, Ray? Welcome back. What's up, Callie? What's up, Grown Woman? What's up, Demetria? Thank you for holding it down for the mods. What's up, Teresa? How you doing? What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for coming. Um, yeah, I gotta be honest this episode. What's up, Yolanda? What's up, Jazz? All right. I'm trying to say it to where my channel don't get shut down, but if it gets shut down, it is what it is at this point. I need, I want political violence and all that stuff. I want it to end on all sides and stuff like that, right? I don't want any, but I don't think any public or political figure should be in danger. However, we cannot, again, we cannot say, oh, it's because the Democrats say Trump is a threat to democracy. This is why all of this is happening to him. When he himself has incited violence as well, too. He himself has incited violence. So if we're gonna say, hey, Trump just saying words and he's just talking how he's talking and people are misconstruing his words, when the Democrats say he's a threat to democracy, then take it they're telling you that he's a threat to democracy and not to do any harm to him. And I feel that every time, something happens to Trump, here come Joe Biden. I almost said button. Joe Biden, and now Kamala Harris all like, oh, we're glad that we've been briefed and Trump is okay. I hate to say it like this, but I don't think they should say anything. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, would they say anything? Would he say anything about them? Would he call them? Would he send them prayers? Would he look out for them? Thank God this time they was able to put a stop to it. What's up, Princess? What's up, Miss Bugs? They were able to stop it. But again, if someone was threatening threatening Biden or Harris, would he had, came out and was like, oh, this is wrong. We need to come together, show unity. Because remember, after the first attempt, which somebody did lose their life, but after the first attempt, don't forget he was with this messaging like we needed to come together as a nation. And then quickly after the RNC, that all got scrapped, right? He wasn't mature. He wasn't showing that he, whatchamacallit, was a leader and that he wanted to see the country together. So we're literally going to blame the Democrats every time this happens. And I'm not saying there's not violent people on both sides, but as I understand, this guy was a Republican as well as the first guy. And like I said, well, I put this in this description. I was like, so we're still not going to talk about how these people are getting these GUNs? We're not going to talk about how they're getting these pow pows? Like, we're not going to, talk about the root causes of like, these are some people who don't need pow pows? And y'all know I can't say the word, so that's why I'm saying it like that. We're literally not going to talk about that. We're just going to put it off like these are just some random acts. Like, we're not going to talk about the real thing. And again, I don't know if these might be a plot from these people, like, oh, to try to get the country upset and try to get them to talk about pow pow control. I don't know, GUN control. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but yeah. Any attempts on my life, I'm gonna think differently about, the pow pow. Day weapon. Oh, day weapon. Oh, okay. Right, Kelly. You feel what I'm saying. Automatic pow pows, yeah. Oh, because I'm all for the Second Amendment. I want to let y'all know I'm all for the Second Amendment. But I think to a certain extent, and especially because not in this case, I can't say in this case. When you hear these things, it's always like the person had multiple weapons. They were doing bomb stocks. They were doing this and that. It's always like some kind of extreme. It's not like they're buying like a hand weapon. They're going to the extreme. You know what I mean? Like that would give me some kind of red flag or some kind of like, what's going on? And also, as I understand, this person drove from another state. Like this wasn't even somebody in the U. Well, they're in the U.S., but they weren't from Florida. They drove down there. Let me see if I can pull up the article real quick, you guys. For those of you just joining in, please hit the like button. There was another attempt on Donald Trump's life. He is safe. Nothing. Um, it didn't. Yeah, he wasn't hurt. So it says FBI. This is from CNN. FBI is investigating the apparent assassination attempt of Trump in Florida. The FBI said Sunday it is investigating what appears to be an attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump, who is safe after shots were fired at Trump International Golf Club. I'm just going to read how it is. I'm reading the article. Um, a man is in custody in connection to his name is like Russell Summer. Oh, the person detained is called Ryan Wesley Ralph. I'm sorry. Ryan Wesley Ralph. The Secret Service agent spotted a rifle barrel sticking out of a fence and engaged with the suspect, Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw said at a news conference late Sunday afternoon. The suspect fled in a car and was taken into custody after being stopped on the highway. The gunman was 300 to 500 yards away from Trump, a Secret Service official said. Law enforcement found an AK-47, again, those type of weapons, AK-47 style rifle, GoPro, and backpacks where the suspect, and I forgot to get a picture, but you can see the GoPro and the backpacks and stuff like that. President Joe Biden, Vice President Kamala are both relieved to know that Trump is safe and have been briefed on the situation, according to the White House. Excuse me. So again, this happened. Again. What's up, Mary? That's a good question too, because as I thought the Secret Service, not just only in Mar-a-Lago, I thought they handled the surrounding. And again, I'm not familiar with Florida like that. Like it wasn't like close, but he was in range where he could do damage. That means he's not even safe in his own home. Mm. AT2, I'm going to say it. All of this is staged. Let's hope said person remains in the upright position. Yet the Republicans want loose gun laws. Hmm. And you know the sad part about this too? Speaking of it, I'm not going to say it's staged because I don't want my video flagged. But what I will say is that this is going to give him a boost in the polls. He's going to get more donations. And people are going to be like, oh, see, they're trying to take him out because he's saying the truth and all this other stuff. And the Democrats are dangerous people and all this and all that. You know, you already know the game that they're going to try to play. That's why I was all like, I think that Joe Biden, Kamala Harris shouldn't say anything. They should just let it play out. That's the Secret Service job. Let that play out. And don't say nothing about it because you're playing into his hand. I'm 70 and still have chills and tears thinking back to the assassination of MLK, JFK, Robert Kennedy, Malcolm X, riots of 1967. Oh, wow. Wow, Maggie, you lived through all that? Oh, my God. Yeah, but going back, you got these sickos with these GUN, these weapons, and it's all like, I don't know. I still just have a whole bunch of questions because I don't think like these people purchase it and then they lose their mind and decide to try some shit like that. I always have to be in the thought process that there was something to give you some kind of clue, like, hey, this person don't need one. Something fell through the cracks of where this person should not have had one. If you got mental health issues, um, if you are making crazy posts, it's always like somebody's making some crazy posts on Facebook saying something, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, those should be flagged. You know, because I always grew up like you couldn't say anything about presidents because if you did, the not Secret Service, but the FBI would knock on your door. Is the FBI not knocking on your door when you're making threats and stuff like that anymore? They don't make no more threat. I mean, they don't do no more knock on your doors when you make threats online and stuff like that. I mean, I think they still should because it would definitely stop a lot of this. How did they know he was at the golf course? That's a good question. Maybe the Democrats should stop comparing Trump to Hitler. I have not personally made that comparison. I have not heard anybody make that comparison. But if they did, I don't feel like they're inciting anything. You know, they didn't tell nobody to go out there and do that. He brags about where he is all the time. That makes sense. It was all, and probably they assumed he was going to be there because he probably didn't have any rallies scheduled or anything like that. That could be also too. Ooh, how about the devil himself? Ooh, only Trump talks about Hitler. They don't care what happens to kids in schools, but care about him. Right, right. That's a lot. It's a lot that goes down and happens, and we don't even stop to think like this ain't normal. This shit is not normal. And also, too, I know a lot of people say like, "Oh, this stuff only happens around election time." Well, no, this stuff happens all the time. It happens every year. Honestly, to tell you the truth, a lot of people will say like, "Oh, this only happens around the elections because the Democrats are trying to win the election, so they're trying to do this and that." No, it happens all the time. And again, like I said, when you don't want to make the changes to change the rules for people, and then you just want to let anybody have a GUN and pop off, things like this is going to happen. And I do put partial blame on the Secret Service too. Granted, this time they did their job, but I'm all like, I thought when you have Secret Service agents, I thought you were secure. And especially if you're a former president, I thought you was definitely looked out for. But again, if we're gonna say that the Democrats incite violence, okay, I'll go ahead and give you that. But are we gonna talk about how Trump is talking about Haitians eating people and stuff like that? I mean, the not eating people, excuse me, eating people, pets and stuff like that, eating cats and dogs. Are we gonna talk about that? The Haitians are moving in and they're doing this and that. Well, actually, what's going on in Springfield, Ohio, is that they had a boom with as far as jobs, and they needed more people, and so a lot of immigrants have moved there to fill in those jobs. So the economy in Springfield is actually working for them. That's what's going on. That's why they're Haitian. Because I was like, what? Why is there a whole bunch of Haitians? Like, where the Haitians come from? That was just weird to me. And so now they're spreading that information, and it's all like, instead of just saying like it's the Mexicans, now they're saying, okay, well, it's all whatchamacallit. It's all immigrants. It's all of them. You got to worry about the Haitians. You got to worry about the Mexicans. In Colorado, you got to worry about the Venezuelans. So they, planning them like, oh, if you don't want this to happen, vote for me, and I'll take care of it. It's just words, y'all. It's literally just words. Because immigrants will do the jobs that Americans won't. Exactly. And like I said, I have not seen proof of where I went for a job and an immigrant got it over me. I just haven't seen that. At least not the job that I want. I'll say that. I just haven't personally seen that. Because at the end of the day, I don't even know who my competition is. If I didn't get the job, I never go back and be like, did you give it to an immigrant? So how do you actually, you know what I'm saying? How do you actually know? How do you know? But again, going back to Trump making someone the enemy, I could say that incites violence right there. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an uptick. I hope it doesn't happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see an uptick in crimes against Haitians or immigrants now. Just like when they were saying the China virus. Again, he was saying the China virus. So again, that hyped up the fear mongering again, and then that's why they had that COVID bill. So again, when you start that fear mongering, we can say, oh, well, you're inciting violence too, right? Trump has said, uh, knock that person out or get that person, when it comes to like people disturbing his rallies and stuff like that. He has said a lot of things that you can take for, oh, he's inciting people. I mean, he even has this ugly looking, I don't know, Muppet face, Muppet baby looking bitch. Excuse my language, but I don't know what other word to call her. Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer. That's her original face on the left. And this is her face. Don't it look like she got a mask on her face, y'all? This woman is highly ignorant and highly racist. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's a racist, had to come out and condemn the stuff that she was saying. Let me just play you guys a clip real quick.
Kamala Harris sucked dick to get where she is today, okay? And she had to sleep with Willie Brown in order to to get to the top. But some of us women, right, we actually work hard. Some of us women have no desire to have sexual affairs with politicians or men with elite political status to climb the ladder. Black woman, I don't need no man, and I'm going to get whitey. I'm going to get whitey, and I'm going to lock Donald Trump up, just like Letitia James, right? And she goes, now you're going to elect me, and I'm going to lock him up. We're going to get Trump. Like the way they talk and their little DEI Shaniqua voices. They all have the same voice. I'm talking about Kamala Harris, Letitia James, and Fannie Willis. Like meritless DEI Shaniquas talk the same way. It's very... Get the death penalty. You know, we actually used to have the punishment for treason in this country.
No matter what, please never forget, Kamala is turning 60 and Laura is only 30. Let that sink in when you look at her ugly face. I'm just saying, y'all. This woman has a face like she's about 60 years old and went in for so much Botox. That's why you ain't supposed to get all that plastic surgery when you're young, y'all. When you get all that plastic surgery, this is what happens to your face. But also, the streets are saying that this might be his new mistress. Because Melania is never around. They saying this might be his new mistress. Look at that. Look at that. And the way they kind of, I don't know. Now again, these are just rumors. But I can definitely see he has a type. And also, when you MAGA, you might look like this. So on top, that's Laura, who looks like the mask. And then you see Laura Trump. That's Eric's wife. No, Donald Trump's Jr.'s wife. I'm sorry. No. It's Eric's wife. Apologize. Eric's wife. And then Donald Trump's Jr.'s girlfriend, Kimberly Guilfoyle. And then down at the bottom, that's the governor of North Dakota. So they all got that plastic surgery looking face. Don't ever forget that. Ain't nothing natural about them at all. She's a downgrade. Yeah, I'll say Melania looks a lot better than her. Yeah. Definitely. Strike two. Not all Republicans are racist, but race are out here supporting Trump. Yeah. I didn't say all Republicans are racist. But there's certain kind of Republicans that are around Donald Trump. That was my point. You know, that was my point. What's up, Mel? What's up, Kiki? You mean bad plastic, very bad plastic surgery. Very bad. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying, you have people like this around you who say ignorant shit and you want people to feel sorry for you or feel bad for you. It's hard to feel bad when you have people like that around you. I'm sorry. I don't feel one lick of bad. If you a shitty person, shitty things can happen to you. Am I saying that I want something to happen? No. Because I don't want the FBI knocking at my door. But again, We gotta take into account if we're gonna say, oh, there's when they call him a threat to democracy, this incites people and stuff like that. Then we gotta look at both sides of the coin. We gotta look at both sides. Let's not forget people surrounding Trump are supporting the same type of guns that were used to attempt to take his. Exactly, and that's the point. And I wonder, I would respect Trump if like he goes like, "Hey, we really need to look at these kind of weapons, the automatic blah 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 blah. We need to look at this and figure out what's going on." Corrections, some good things as president. Yeah, I think all presidents do good things. I don't know if that was a longer statement or not. Nobody wants to see Trump shot, but why is it that they keep shooting at him and not other presidential elects? Very interesting. That is very interesting, Princess. Trump in the loony bin, bat crazy, don't wait. She looked like the creature. Yo, she do look like the creature from Saw. Why is it always somebody ugly who's hella racist? Have y'all noticed that? Hold on, let me take this ugly bitch down. Have y'all ever noticed like it's always somebody hella ugly who's hella racist? Like, if you hella ugly, you can't be that racist. I'm sorry. You gotta be the nicest person ever. Because your life is already hard when you look like this. That plastic face Neanderthal. Like when you look like this, you cannot be a mean person. You got to be the nicest person ever. I'm just saying. He's slipping in the polls. So, he's trying to get sympathy votes. Someone has said that again. I can't say that because I don't want to really Giraffe looking at his new girlfriend Melania probably said have it. Yeah, have at it. Yeah, she probably did. How about his hateful ass rhetoric? The man who looks in the mirror at Mar-a-Lago every day is the one to blame. Yeah, that's how I feel. It'll be different if he was about peace and harmony and like, oh, I want to see everybody come together. It's always the Democrats. This is what makes me mad, and I hate to say this, but this is what makes me mad about the Democrats. They are so weak. Everything has to be like, oh, let's come together. Let's do everything bipartisan. Do you think Republicans do that? No, they be all like, listen, we doing this, and you love it or leave it, but we doing this. Like the Republicans will strong arm Democrats in a minute. Democrats are like, oh, let's be bipartisan, let's work together. Work together? Work together? What? Kamala is twice her age and twice as beautiful. Yes, exactly. Everything is appeasing everybody. They don't give a yes. I can't wait to see Trump has to say about the GUN laws in the United States after this. I don't think he'll say anything. He didn't say anything last time. That's not true. The Dems get gully too. I rarely see it, Princess. I'm just saying. We'll say it for you, 82 sympathy. Thank you. Tax cuts for the rich and capitalism is destroying our democracy. Make it make sense. Yeah, I don't agree with the tax cuts for the rich, but I will say, like, I believe in the capitalistic system when it's supposed to work right. Um, let me see. Why does he think everything he says or do is so great? Because he's a narcissist. Hey, 82, Trump is just getting back what he puts out. Like Malcolm X said, the chicken coming home to roost. Oh, see? Donald knows better than to ban GUNs. His people like to hunt. Yeah. But listen, you only got to make one attempt on my life. Oh, we changing some policies or something. We changing a few policies. You know, oh no, we never gonna get a stimmy ever again. Well, let me not say ever again, unless something go down. Yeah, we ain't never getting another stimmy. Mm-mm. I don't think there'll ever be another stimmy or another PPP loan, especially the PPP loan. Oh, never again. I don't think they'll ever do that because the way people was acting with them PPP loans, they was acting a fool, like buying cars and no, this is to keep your business afloat. Yes, and please hit that like button, you guys. I appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel. Donate to the channel. Super chat, super stickers, stars, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all that. Yeah, yeah, but the way them people was acting with all that PPP loan, all that. Oh, the unemployment. I was on unemployment. The unemployment. Oh yeah, they ain't never gonna do that again. Because I heard like in California, mind you, I live here. California still owes like 22 billion in unemployment because you know how like people was getting the unemployment from other states because California had the best. They were getting it from California, and then y'all, it was a mess. You couldn't get on the phone with nobody because the lines are always busy. Unemployment was the worst. I'm telling you. Oh my god. It was horrible. Yeah. But people were scamming the unemployment. Yeah, they ain't never gonna get that shit no more. Where's the security on his golf course? That's a good question. Well, no. This time I'm figuring that they were alert because they stopped the guy. They stopped the guy this time, so I'm figuring they were somebody notified them. But how long was he set up there for? That's going to be some questions we want to know. When he is sent back to Florida permanently again, America will be great again. Thank you, Demetria. Callie is beautiful. Thank you. People gotta outdo the Jones at any cost, right? I worked every day during COVID. I never had an opportunity to collect unemployment. Must have been nice. It was nice while it lasted. They will do it again, just not in that capacity. True, yeah. I mean, if we ever needed it again, if something, knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't happen, but ever another panorama or something like that, yeah, they would have to do something, but probably not in that capacity. Obama gave stimulus and extended unemployment benefits. You know what? I forgot. You know what? Was Obama the first to do the to give a stimmy? I remember, but Obama only gave like $300. Obama didn't give like the 1,200. He gave $300. What's up, Cheryl? And what's up, everybody else coming in the room? Yeah, Obama was the first one to give a stimmy. Yeah. Oh, and also too, let's clarify this again. Let's clarify this. Congress gave the stimulus, and who was the majority at the time? The majority was the Democrats. They gave the stimulus in 2020. I get so tired of hearing people say, oh, Trump gave the stimulus. No, he wanted to hold off on the stimulus until he got his name wrote on the check. And then the second stimulus for the 1,400, That was given by Biden. And Kamala Harris was the one to break the tiebreaker for the stimulus the second go around with Biden. So I just want to clarify that misinformation because people think that Donald Trump, they were like, oh, he was giving a hell of money, he was giving checks and everything. And it's all like, no, no, no. Like, that's not how it worked, y'all. Like, that's not how it worked. Like, a lot of people have been saying that Trump gave out so much. If I hear another black person say Trump gave out so much money, I'm going to slap you in your fucking mouth at this point. Because it's all like, no, you guys, no, that's not how it worked. So please tell people, oh, somebody gave some money. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Who gave some money? You have been working so hard for us. Oh, thank you, Maggie. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love that you guys are here for like the political conversations. I know I said my comment earlier this week, and I was like, I don't think everybody should do politics. A lot of people in like the gossip field, I'm all like, y'all shouldn't do anything. Like, y'all literally don't know what's going on. And like, I can tell they don't know what's going on because they'll just have people come up on panel and they'll be like, really? Oh, And I'm all like, that was a lie. That's not true. Like, you're not going to correct that because they don't know anything. They're literally, and also somebody asked me too. They're all like, why does it seem like more people are talking about politics? Because celebrity news is kind of like slow right now. There's not really like a major big story right now. So, yeah, and it's a hot button topic what's going on with politics. So that's why everybody's talking about it. But I think if you're going to talk about it, at least you should try to educate yourself in it. No shade. Moving on. I talked about him already. Yeah, yesterday I talked about him, Barry. I mean, yeah, it's almost until the boyfriend / stylist expose him. I can't talk about it no more. I'm still waiting on it, but I can't talk about it no more. Thank you for being here, Barry. Thank you, Sylvia. Yes, hit that like button. Yeah, Princess, have you released more videos from the DNC yet? Biden administration made sure we were fed during the COVID. Yeah, and like I said, he was also with the unemployment. He was the one to extend it because it was in limbo during that time. But it was so funny though, because did you see the letter Trump sent after the first stimulus? You know what? I faintly remember it. I don't remember the whole thing. I have to look that up. I have to look that up. Mm. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a video on Ray J too because I did an upload, but I didn't do like a live on it. So I will do Ray J. Yeah, you're right. I like the informal politics chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. Not dog legs. Wait, what's your recipe? I got my recipe upstairs. I'll share it with you if you share. Shout out to Make It Make Sense. Thank you. Oh man. Did you get the California? Listen, let me tell y'all. My taxes are so effed up. I have not gotten any. Ooh, the IRS probably listening. I have not gotten any stimmy. I didn't get the California stimmy. I didn't get the Obama stimmy. I didn't get the Trump, which the Democratic Congress passed that one. I didn't get that stimmy. I didn't get the Joe Biden stimmy. I didn't get none of the stimmies. I was not stimulated. I was not stimulated at all. Oh man, shit! But I'm happy for those of y'all who got the stimmy. Yeah. I didn't get none of the stimmies. Damn, I was just here. Dude, listen. I was just happy that I had that unemployment at the time. So I was like, listen, this is my blessing right here. So, I didn't get the stimmy. It is what it is. Listen, I'm going to be blessed soon enough. I ain't even tripping. I got the stimmy in, then some. Great, you can retro claim the 10K. Oh, and beforehand, I should have had registered, my YouTube channel as a business, but I thought I was going back to work. So I could have did like the PPP loan and the 10, remember they had the 10K or whatever? I could have did all that if I had registered, my YouTube like a business, but I didn't end up doing it. I know if it is the next time, I know for next time, what I need to do and everything like that. If it ever happens, well, I'll be good for next time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm happy that I didn't because my loan probably wouldn't have been forgiven, and then I have to pay all that money back. Oh, Lord, oh Lord, and I'll be at the casino. Girl, he was down there eating. You know what? I ain't played that commercial in a long time. Let me play that commercial. Um, Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Here we go.
Girl, he was supposed to have go get him a lawyer. Instead, he was at the buffet eating crab legs, sucking on crab legs. Girl, he was over there just cracking them crab legs and sucking on them and eating them. Girl, he didn't go get him a lawyer. He was at the buffet eating the crab legs. Girl, oh girl, you know I got the receipts, girl.
And I promise you, it sounded exactly like that. That person, when they said that, it was bar for bar. Like they said it exactly that way. And I was like, huh? I was like, when did this happen? Y'all, they be making up stuff about me. They be talking about me like a dog. I swear. And then they get mad at me when I clap back. How you gonna be mad at me? But anyway, y'all. So do we think that Trump is gonna go up in the polls now? Again, I'm not paying attention to the polls because I believe they're gonna tell us one person is winning or the other person is winning, and it's not gonna even matter until we vote in November. Oh, again, I'm still doing the raffle. You have until October 1st to send me your registration. Either show me you're already registered or you signed up, and then you'll be put in a raffle. Send it to AT2 underscore for real. But I will be doing a raffle. I just want to, and again, I'm not telling you who to vote for and stuff like that. Make sure you look at your local politics, figure out who your mayor is. Who your congressmen, who your senators, your state senators, city council, figure all that stuff out. I know we talk about the grand scale, but as far as your roads getting fixed, your schools getting funded and stuff like that, and that all has to do with your local politics. So please, please, please don't forget that. So yes, send it to me by October 1st, AT2 underscore for real on IG, and then you'll be put in the raffle. Again, members get two entries, and then the regular people get one. Trump just twatted, not twatted, that he hates Taylor Swift. Make it make sense. How did I forget? Because we were just talking about, so this man don't incite violence? Because, and I'm not saying this, YouTube, but what if somebody looks at this and go like, I hate Taylor Swift. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. What if they do that? What if they decide to do something like that? And shout out to Make It Make Sense. Thank you for reminding me. What if people look at that and can take that as inciting violence? So again, I just gave y'all a few examples. Him hanging around the Laura girl, him telling people to beat up people and punch out people at his rallies. I just gave y'all a few examples. But never forget, again, never forget that this man says a lot of shit to incite violence to people. So if we're going to say, oh, the Democrat saying that he's a threat to democracy is a bad thing, then we got to keep it real on all sides. We got to keep it real on all sides. We're not going to sit here and tell lies like, because she endorsed Kamala Harris, that's what she did. But he didn't even know who Nikki J was. He was like, "Oh yeah, Nikki J is a hot woman." Did y'all hear this? Hold on. And for those of you who don't know who Nikki J is, he's a reggaeton artist. It's in Spanish, so I don't really listen to his music, but I've heard of him before. Do I got the clip? Damn, I thought I had the clip, y'all. Dang, no, I ain't got the clip. But yeah, he was like, "Yeah, that's a hot woman. Yeah, she's hot." And then he was all like, "Yeah, Nikki J, come on stage." And Nikki came up there, and that was a whole man. He had no. This fool don't know who's endorsing him and who. He's not familiar with these people. Just like when those Republicans were so happy that Amber Rose gave an endorsement. Do y'all know who Amber Rose is? They don't know who Amber Rose. Get the fuck out of here. They don't know who Amber Rose is. And I still think Amber Rose is clout chasing. I don't think that's genuine either. Like, she's just trying to find something to hop on, and yeah. Because we ain't been talking about her. We ain't been talking about her, and so she wanted to find a way to make noise. That was basically it. Because because when she talks about, yeah, Trump is going to do this and that, and it's all like, he never said that. He never said that at all. That's not what he said. And she'd be like, "Oh, you guys are lying." And so, like, well, if you look at this and you read this, you'll see that no, he did not say that. By Kanye's ex. Her last man is up inside ancient. Oh Lord, not ancient coochie. Yeah, she got a lot to figure out about herself. That's why I'm all like, I personally. Oh, and I know some of y'all were mad at me when I said, "Oh, I don't really care about Taylor Swift's endorsement." Um, I know some of y'all were mad, so I just want to apologize. Some people were all like, "AT2, you're not understanding. This is a big deal. This is why it's a big deal." And I understood, but I'm just saying, like, you shouldn't care for a celebrity giving an endorsement. You got to do your own research and stuff like that. That's the point I was trying to make. But I'm not saying that she shouldn't have. But I just found it very strategic how all of a sudden she wanted to do it after the debate. Right. That's what he like. And that's the crazy part when people don't debate Kamala on her policies. They bait her on not being black enough and her sleeping her way to the top. I don't even know what that means because I'm all like, we only know of Willie, Montel Williams, and her current husband. Those are the only three people that we know that she's been with. We don't know a long line or a long history of people that she done slept with. Like, I don't get when they say that. That don't make any sense to me. That's not true that she locked up a whole bunch of black men. That's internet fodder that people say. The amount of people that she locked up was like, I believe it was uh, like either 1,000 or a little over. Like in total. But we voted for someone who grabs them by the yeah, it's all fake outrage, right? So people vote out on motions because issues blackish. Here's my thing: if we're gonna go with the whole, because again, I know y'all like to say, "Oh, you only voting for her because you think she black or she this, she's that." If that's people reason for voting, then okay, so what? Again, so what? Just like I said, so we're under the belief that people don't vote for Trump because he's white or he's male. We're not going to act like those white supremacists don't vote for Trump because he's white and he's male. We're going to act like that doesn't happen. So if people choose, and I'm not saying that that's my reason for voting for Kamala, it's only like 80% of the reason. But I'm just kidding with y'all. But if that's people's reason, that's their reason. Okay, okay, yeah. So we're gonna act like, people don't vote for Trump because he's white or whatever. Like, we're gonna act like that doesn't happen. They vote him off the merit and this and that. So if they choose to vote for him because he's white, okay, it is what it is. I can't change that. So why would you be mad at somebody else if they vote for Kamala because she's black, or because she's South Asian, or because she's a woman? Okay, they voting for her because it is. Yeah, okay. You know, if that's the reason, oh, okay, all right. Just like I said, if people vote for Trump because he's white, like nobody ever questions that. I just want to know why doesn't anybody question that? I would think if anything you would question that, right? Like, oh, why do like the white supremacist groups always support Trump? Like, how come we never question that? That's what I want to know. I want to know that. So I don't think it's a problem if people vote for a certain person because let's be honest, voting for president, it is about relatability. Some people don't relate to a black South Asian woman. So most people will think like, oh, well, Trump reminds me of my dad, so I'm gonna vote for him. Some people think like, oh, Kamala went to a HBCU, so I want to vote for her. A district attorney's job is to lock people up who are on trial for a crime. Should she have thrown the cases because defendants were Thank you, makes thank you, exactly. But again, they don't even talk about the rehabilitation programs that she came up with to enter people back into society, like low drug offenses, like for marijuana. They don't talk about those reform programs. I shouldn't say rehabilitation, reform programs that she had. They don't talk about those. Like I said, there's a big case that happened in San Francisco when she was DA, where a guy was wrongfully accused of something, and that was a whole big thing. But now he supports Kamala. He supported her. He's not mad at her. And listen, he got $10 million for that wrongful conviction. So he good. The guy, I forgot what his name was, but he was actually on Flavor of Love. He was on Flavor of Love. No, it's not Punk or David Otunga or Buddha. It was another guy. Okay, it's not pulling up the case that I want. But anyway, yeah, he supports her, so that's all good. One out of Melissa, now you're just trolling. All right, thank you, Melissa. The number of racist people running to the poll to vote for Trump for no other reason than his skin color is astronomical. So people need to stop. Exactly. But even then, if they vote for him because they feel like, okay, well, he a white man, I'm gonna vote for the white man. I can't be mad at that. Do your thug thistle. I can't be mad at it. Okay, all right. That's what I always say. So it's funny when people are like, "Oh, you vote for her because she's black, and she ain't really black. She this, she that." Okay, well, yeah, all right. Listen, I'm gonna vote for her because her fingernails are pink. I don't even know if her fingernails are pink, but I'm gonna vote for her because her fingernails are pink. That's why. I'm gonna vote for her because I like her laugh. Okay, It literally does not matter. I think his name was Jamal. Thank you. Thank you for that, Sorrow. Yeah, I think his name was Jamal. That sounds a little familiar. Yes, do your research. Yes. And again, whatever your reasoning is your reasoning. I've given a few. Well, I think I've given jokes, but I mean, in the past, I've given a few reasons. One major thing, Project 2025. A lot of people go like, "Oh, that's just some fringe group that's doing that." It it mirrors Agenda 47, which is on his website. That whole defunding of firing government officials, defunding the Department of Education, all that stuff. Yeah, that's in there. The Muslim ban, that's in there. All that is in there. It mirrors each other. The Project 2025 is more like the extensive version of all that stuff, but 47, yeah. Get rid of all the DEIs. Just like I said, DEI is the new N word. Because even that ugly ass Laura Loomer said it.
Kamala Harris sucked dick to get where she is today, okay? And she had to sleep with Willie Brown in order to to get to the top. But some of us women, right, we actually work hard. Some of us women have no desire to have sexual affairs with politicians or men with elite political status to climb the ladder.
Black woman, I don't need no man, and I'm gonna get whitey. I'm gonna get whitey, and I'm gonna lock Donald Trump up, just like Letitia James, right? And she goes, now you're gonna elect me, and I'm gonna lock him up. We're gonna get Trump. Like the way they talk and their little DEI Shaniqua voices. They all have the same voice. I'm talking about Kamala Harris, Letitia James, and Fannie Willis. Like meritless DEI Shaniquas talk the same way. It's very
Get the death penalty. You know, we actually used to have the punishment for treason in this country.
No matter what, please never forget, Kamala is turning 60 and Laura is only 30. Let that sink in when you look at her ugly face. These are the people that Trump hang around. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Blessed. Just think about that. And again, I believe that the Israel and Palestine war, it's very serious. It's not a joke. I believe in that. But, you have one side trying to solve it with diplomacy, and you have the other one saying, like, oh, we need to let Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, just blow it up and disintegrate Gaza. Yeah, y'all might want to think twice about trying to hold your vote and do all that stuff. Please think twice about it. And those of you who voted for Jill Stein and Dr. Carnell West, here's my thing about Jill Stein. I don't know what Jill Stein does for a living because the only thing I know her for is running for president. That's the only thing I know. Since I've been able to vote in 2008, she's been running for president, and I just don't see, it sounded like a money grab to me. And I did watch that Breakfast Club interview, so please let me know in the chat if you guys want me to go over the Breakfast Club interview with Angela Rye and Jill Stein. I was thoroughly entertained, but I can definitely go over it at another time. But I love y'all. We coming to the hour mark. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Make It Make Sense, for the donations. I appreciate that. Anybody who cashed out, PayPal, Venmo me, I'll thank you later. I appreciate y'all. I love doing these kind of conversations. It means a lot, especially if I'm inspiring people to get out there and vote. Remember, www.vote.org. Again, www.vote.org. Again, I'm doing a raffle by October 1st. So if you send me your registration or that you're still registered, you'll be entered into a raffle. Members get 2 entries and then everybody else gets 1. So I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We out of here. Deuces, everybody. Hold on. Let's hear a message from Uncle Tim real quick before we get out of here.
Is that song that they've been singing? Freedom, freedom, baby, move, freedom, make your body move. Beyonce, was that already a song, and she just adapted it to Kamala Harris? Well, I love it.